guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, our topic is about what is the cloud? What is a cloud computing? The cloud refers to server that access over the internet and the software that database that run in those servers. Cloud servers are located in the data centers all over the world. By using cloud computing, users and companies do not have to manage physical servers themselves or run software applications on their own machines. For businesses, switching to cloud computing removes from IT cost and overhead. For instance, they no longer need to update and maintain their own servers, as the cloud vendor they are using will do that. This especially makes an impact for small businesses that may not have been able to afford their own internal infrastructures but can outsource their infrastructure needs affordably via an cloud. How does cloud computing work? Cloud computing is possible because of a technology called virtualization. Virtualization allows for the creation of a simulated, digital-only, virtual computer that behaves as if it were a physical computer with its own hardware. The technical term for such a computer is virtual machine. Virtual machines also make more efficient use of the hardware hosting them. By running many virtual machines at once, one server can run many virtual servers, and a data center becomes like a whole host of data centers able to serve many organizations. Users access cloud service either through a browser or through an app connecting to the cloud over the internet. That is through many interconnected networks regardless of what device they are using. What are the cloud services? The sources available in the cloud are known as services since they are actively managed by a cloud provider. Cloud services infrastructure applications, development tools, and data storage, among other products. These services are sorted into several different categories or service models. What are the main service models of cloud computing? Software as a service. Instead of users installing an application on their device, SES applications are hosted in cloud servers, and users access them over the internet. SaaS is like renting a house. The landlord maintains the house, but the tenant mostly gets to use as if they owned it. Examples of SaaS applications including Salesforce, Mailchimp, and Slack. Platform as a service or PaaS. In this model, companies don't pay for hosted applications. Instead, they pay for the things they need to build their own applications. PaaS vendors offer everything necessary for building an application, including development tools, infrastructure, and operating systems over the internet. Infrastructure as a service. In this model, a company rents the server and storage they need from a cloud provider. They then use that cloud infrastructure to build their applications. IaaS is like a company leasing a plot of land of which they can build whatever they want, but they need to provide their own building equipment and materials. IaaS providers including DigitalOcean, Google Compute Engine, and OpenStack. Function as a service or FaaS, also known as serverless computing, breaks cloud application down into even smaller components that only run when they are needed. Imagine if it were possible to rent a house one little bit at a time. For instance, the tenant only pays for the dining room at dinner time, the bedroom while they are sleeping, the living room while they are watching TV, and then they are not using those rooms, they don't have to pay rent on them. What is cloud infrastructure? Cloud infrastructures refers to the resources needed for hosting and building applications in the cloud. IaaS and PaaS services are often included in an organization's cloud infrastructure. Although SaaS can be said to be part of cloud infrastructure as well, and FaaS offers the ability to construct infrastructure as code. What are the different types of cloud development? In contrast to the models discussed above, which define how services are offered via the cloud, these different cloud deployment types have with where the cloud servers are and who manage them. The most common cloud developments are private cloud. A private cloud is a server, data center, or distributed network wholly dedicated to one organization. Public cloud. A public cloud is a service run by an external vendor that may include servers in one or multiple data centers. Unlike a private cloud, public clouds are shared by multiple organizations. Hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud developments combine public and private clouds and may even include on-premises legacy servers. And organizations may use their private cloud or some services and their public cloud for others, or they may use the public cloud as backup for their private cloud. Multi-cloud. Multi-cloud is a type of cloud development that involves using multiple public clouds. In other words, an organization with a multi-cloud development prevents virtual servers and services from several external vendor. To continue the analogy used above, this is like leasing several adjacent plots of land from different landlords. Multi-cloud developments can also hybrid cloud and vice versa. How is the cloud different from the traditional client-server model of the Internet? The Internet has always been made up for servers, clients, and the infrastructure that connects them. Clients make requests of servers and servers send responses. Cloud computing differs from this model in that cloud servers are not just responding to requests. They are running programs and storing data on the client's behalf. What about containers? Are containers IaaC, PaaC, CaaC, or FaaC? Like virtual machines, containers are a cloud virtualization technology. They are a part of the PaaC or Platforms as a Service cloud model. Virtualizations for containers occurs one abstraction layer up from where it occurs for virtual machines at the operating system level instead of the kernel level. The kernel is the foundation of the operating system and it interacts with the computer's hardware. Each virtual machine has its own operating system kernel, but containers on the same machine share the same kernel. And the last, why is it called the cloud? The cloud started off as a tech industry's long term. In the early days of the Internet, technical diagram often represented the servers and networking infrastructure that make up the Internet as a cloud. As more computing processes moved to the servers and infrastructure part of the Internet, people began to talk about moving to the cloud as a shorthand way to expressing where the computing processes were taking place. Today, the cloud is a widely accepted term for this style of computing. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Sorry for the noisy environment, guys. It's a very noisy here. Charis.